Hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel BIM for Construction. So as we have started an Revit tutorial series for the architecture and the civil engineers. So in today's videos we will be discussing about the types of walls that are available in the Revit and how you can change the thickness of the wall and what types of walls are mostly used in the construction line. So if you are new to our channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe the channel and turn on the notification icon. Here we have uploaded many series which are belongs to architect, civil, MEP or the BIM engineers role. So you can check out those videos also here. So today as we are going to discuss about what types of walls used in the construction, but we will cover this topic. So let's quickly go through the types of walls which are used in the construction based on the material type. So as you can see here, the most common that we all are mostly aware, this one is the brick wall, which is mostly used for any construction purpose. Okay, the next one come here, the stone wall, that will be also mostly used where we need the good strength in the architecture or the structure of the building or any construction site. The third one is the concrete block, that is also you can define as the CMU, or CMU blocks will be there, concrete masonry block, and also a concrete structure wall will be there with the RCC, you can say. Then next one, a wood wall for the partition, or if there is an finishing with the wood, then we can use this wood also. Then glass partition will be there, and drywall, the final that we also called as the gypsum board, that will provide more finish. And nowadays gypsum boards are mostly used once the brick work is finished or the concrete work is finished and we want to give a quick finish with the good paint, then we can use the gypsum board or the drywall after our completing of the block work or the brick wall work. Then we can finalize the finish with the help of the gypsum board quickly. So in this we don't need to provide the plaster, then don't need to provide the paint, so these are quickly faster and save time and cost. So that's why these drywall or the gypsum board are trending in the construction field nowadays as a finish for the better finish. So these are the types of walls based on the materials. And if I talk about the particular project that we are discussing here, so you can learn how we can create a 3D model with the particular materials and the specification which are used on house construction, so for civil and the architecture engineer. So as you can see here, for exterior wall, so for the exterior walls, what we are using, what sizes we are using for the exterior walls. For the exterior walls we are using approx 9 inch with the plaster, you can say. Why 9-inch wall is used? Because in the exterior we need the more strength for the exterior wall. So if any nearby construction is going on, so it will not affect the exterior walls of your house. Also we are having the columns and beams, so we need exterior wall to be at least 9-inch. And why 9-inch concept is there? Let me show you an sample of the brick. As you can see here, the brick sizes available, you can say in the India mostly the brick sizes available is around 3.5 inches. So for the exterior walls we have to use 2 bricks as a width. So if you count the width, it will come around 7.25 inches, and with the plaster it will, with the plaster and the finish, the wall the thickness, total thickness will reach to 9-inch approx. And when we are creating the inner partitions wall, then we are using the single brick. It means it with the plaster it will come around 4 to 4.5 inches with the finish. Also the bricks are also available in the market with the different width sizes, so you can check those also here. So this concept you understood, that the exterior wall thickness what we have to use, the interior wall thickness what we have to use, what types of walls materials are there, how many types of materials are available in the market, with the help of which we can create the different walls as per our requirement. Also in concrete we are having available concrete masonry blocks, CMV, that we can call it the short form, and also concrete RCC wall also available there. This will be depend upon that particular wall will be non load bearing, or it belongs to the load bearing element of the building, so it will be a structure design. Okay, so for this project that we have created, we are using a Revit wall family as a generic 150 mm. If we convert 150 mm to inches, it will be around 6 inches. So with 6 inches we are considering as a plaster. Okay, so exterior wall we have to count as a 9 inches. Interior wall we have to take a 4 to 4.5 inches with the plaster, because as per the brick sizes. So let's see now how many types of Revit walls we are having available in the architecture template, and how you can change the thickness as per your project requirement. For example, if you want to change this 150 mm exterior walls to be 9 inches, then how you can change that wall. So this will be discussing we are in this video. So first of all, let me go to our 2D plan. As you can see here, there are many types of wall available in the architecture. For example, if you click on the wall section, you will find many of the exterior walls available there, then the foundations wall available there, then some generic walls categories available there, then some interior partition wall will be available there, then retaining, and all those types of walls will be available there. Okay, let's start discussing each wall one by one. What is the difference between each category of walls and how you can change the width of particular wall. For example, this one I have already chosen here, the basic exterior wall. Exterior wall brick on CMU. What does it mean? Brick on concrete masonry units. So if I will zoom here, you will see that a brick wall work is there. Okay, as the name suggests, brick on CMU. So brick work is there, and also as the name suggests, CMU means concrete masonry units work also there. So if you see here, we are having a concrete work also there. Okay, so first layer is a brick wall, that is exterior finish wall, means this is the exterior part of the wall, and finish face exterior basic wall. After that, in between air gap is there. Okay, then after air gap and insulation is there. After insulation we are having a concrete masonry work there. Okay, after that we are having a metal furring, and then the final finish phase, that will be the interior of your building, that is gypsum board. Why metal furring is used? So that the gypsum board, they can directly hold on that particular metal furring. They don't need to penetrate the concrete masonry work. So we can directly install those gypsum board with the help of metal furring panels. Okay, so we don't need to penetrate the concrete work further on. So if you select this particular wall, and if you go to edit type, and here you can see the preview of that particular wall. You can turn off this by selecting on the preview. You can turn on this again. So if you zoom in here, you will see all those layers also available here. For example, let me zoom this out. Okay, so this wall, copy here, again go to edit type, zoom it, then edit. So you will be finding those structure. Let me show you again. If you go to edit type here, and structure properties is there. If you click on the edit, you will find all the layers. For example, the first layer, that is finish, that is brick wall. As you can see here also, the brick wall, the finish wall, that is the exterior part of the building. After that, thermal air gap is there, so that the heat will there is an heat from the exterior wall will not be transferred to the inner portion of the wall, inner layer of the wall. Air layer is there. Then third one, if you select here, if you click on the third one, it will highlight it, that particular layer also. The rigid insulation is there. Okay, fourth one, we are having a damp proofing. Fifth one, here nothing. Then sixth, we are having a concrete masonry work. Okay, CMU work, concrete masonry work. After that, we are having a metal furring, so we can install our gypsum board directly on the metal furring, and we are not penetrating the concrete work. And the last one, the gypsum board. Each layer's thickness is also provided here, like what is the thickness required to build this particular wall. So like this, depend upon this, we will check the layers. We can also adjust those layers thickness. From here you can change the thickness of particular finish, like for example for the brick, if you want it to be 6 inch for now, for example, you can change from here and it will be updated. So for each layers you can change the particular thickness. This will be depending upon your project specification and the requirement. Okay, before changing, please keep in mind that if you are changing anything in the existing wall type, make sure to duplicate it and then change, because what will be the drawbacks if you change without duplicating? For example, you have created an boundary, for example you have created a boundary here with this material type. Okay, now you want to create a new boundary inside your construction area with the different specification in which you require the brick width to be 6 inch. For example, you require the brick width to be 6 inch. Okay, you have updated here. Okay. So what will happen? It will change both interior wall also and the exterior wall also, but you need to change only the 6-inch brickwork for the interior walls also. In that case, what you will do, before changing any parameter, make sure go to edit type, duplicate the type families, and you will mention anything like CMU2 or CMU with 6-inch brick wall something. You will make the naming here as per your requirement. Now you will go to edit type. Now you will change here as per your specification requirement. For now I am changing it as a 6 inch. Okay, so what will happen? Only that particular inner wall we will change it to 6 inch CMA, not all other. So like this, anything if you are updating, make sure that you are duplicating the values first. Now next one, we have understood the different layers of wall. We have understood the types of materials used in the walls. We have understood the common brick sizes available in the market. So like this, different walls will be available in your Revit project. As per the specification requirement of the project, we have to use those walls and we can adjust those settings. We can add new layers, we can delete new layers. This will be, I am discussing in the upcoming videos in detail, how you can add new layers, how you can remove. In this video, we have understood the concept of different types of walls available in the market, material and brick sizes, and how the Revit walls thickness we can change, how each layer's thickness we can change, and what does basic functioning of all these means all these layers. For example, this basic brick wall is an exterior wall. Okay, so this is provided so the heat exchange from the outer side will not come to the inner brickworks. Okay, there will be an air gap, then insulation is also provided. After CMU, that is the concrete main our wall for the building to take the load. After CMU, we are having a metal footing so that we can install the gypsum board. That will be our final interior finish directly on the metal furring and not penetrating the any concrete masonry work here. So like this, each layer have a different functioning, and based on this we can create a new layers and we can adjust the thickness of each layer in the Revit. Next here, so like this, different exterior walls will be there. In this wall, if I convert this, for example, this wall, if I switch to next one, brick one metal stud, so here there will be some changes. If you go to edit type and if you go to structure, you will be seeing here all those layers. For example, first layer, that is exterior, is the brick layer, same. Then we are having an air gap, then we are having an air filtration, then we are having a plywood sheet, then we are having a metal stud layer here. Rather than the CMU concrete metal, here for this wall, and metal stud layer is used. Okay, then the final one, that is our finish, the gypsum boards. So here metal furring is not required, as already metal stud layer is used, so we can directly install the gypsum board on the metal stud layer. So like this, there will be many type of exterior walls. So basically in the exterior walls there will be a brick wall there in the exterior side, so the heat cannot be dissipated or transferred into the interior partition of the wall, and cannot be transferred to the building. Air gap will be there, insulation will be there, either CMU or the metal stud layer will be there, then the final finish gypsum board will be there. So like this, different exterior walls are available. Next one is our generic, that is the generic. It is not defining anything, so if you go to edit type, you can check from here, only one generic family will be there for this. So this one we can use as a generic model for any project. Next, if I go to here, so we can create as per our different sizes. Like if you want to create for 4 inches, you can create 100 mm sizes here. For the 6 inches, for the 9 inches, you can create here as per your project requirement. So in this project we are using those generic basic wall families. As you can see here, we are using only those basic generic wall families, because for this project we don't require any particular exterior specification which is covering all those layers of brick, then air gap, then the metal stud or the gypsum board. We are only having a basic generic wall with the brick, and then we will have a paint as a finish in this project. So further on, if you go to here, after exterior, then generic families are there, then the foundation pure concrete family will be there. You can use it as an concrete RCC walls for the load bearing wall elements. Then after that, inner you can see here also here 200 mm CMU. If you these you can you can mention as a generic 150 mm brickwork, that will be our brick wall. Then further you can mention create new generic families for your masonry work, that will be the concrete block work. So in market, both brickwork also available there and the concrete block also available there, that are called as the CMU, brick wall, and the concrete block also, ready concrete block was also available in the market. So you can create the families for that one also here. Again, if we go here, then further we have covered the exterior one, we have covered the generic without more detailed layers that can be used as the exterior and interior based on the different sizes as per the specification requirement. Then here coming interior walls also there, interior partitions was also there. Those will be only used as a partition, not as a any building load not will be transferring to these walls. So if you go to any, for example, interior partition, we have selected here to are fire rated. If I go to here edit type, you can check the properties here also. The mostly here gypsum board will be used. For example, exterior side and interior side, we are having both side gypsum board finish, and in between them we are having a metal stud, so we can install the gypsum board directly on the metal stud. So like this, you can check the properties of each layers, and you can change the thickness as per your project requirement. So this is the first thing that we understood. Now if you want to create a new material that we have already discussed, let me again discuss one with another example. For example, you want to create this wall as a 9 inch, so you can create here also. For example, you can create a 250 mm approx with the plastering you are covering. You can create a 250 mm here also. So this one we have already created. So like this sample you can create. For example, 150 here we are having already available 250 mm sizes. So like this you can create and use in your project. But before creating, make sure that you are duplicating it, not directly changing any thickness inside here. First duplicate the material, then only, for example, for 250, let me create again 250 mm. I'm writing it as a test wall. Okay, then I will go to edit. Here I will put it as a 9 inch. Okay, so now we have changed this family to 9 inches. So like this you can update and change your families. Next question, let me there is a one question when we are drawing any wall. For example, I have selected the tool here. Now I am drawing any wall. For example, is here I started a wall. Let me turn the wireframe. So you can change the floor plan view as a shaded, as a wireframe, as per your busyness. Now for this particular concept I am using as a wireframe. Again, go to wall. Now here you can see location line, uh, or you can say this dash projection line is available here. Right now it is showing at the corner of the wall. Why? Because we have selected here finish face exterior, means this is the finish face exterior side, which is the basic wall that we have already discussed. So if I create a wall, the projection line dash line is coming on the exterior face of the basic wall. See here, exterior face of the basic wall. Now if I changed it from here to the interior face, then the face it will show the gypsum board finish, the gypsum board, that is the interior finish. So the projection line is coming in the interior face, that is the gypsum board. Now if you select from here wall center line, so it will show the center of this full wall, full width, and the center of that one. You can see here the dash line. Now if you select from here core center line, means whatever be the layer which is created from the core structure concrete part, it will show the center of that line. For example, in this wall, our this center part, this one, our this gray part, dark gray part, this one is a concrete masonry work, so it will show the center of this wall. So core center line, if I select from here, okay, check this dash line, let me finish, and the center line of the core masonry. So while drawing the wall, you can select any one of the edges which the projection line or the dash line will be reflecting on the same plan while you are drawing the model. So this one, a small change, small use, but still a good concept you should understand. So today video we have discussed the types of walls used in the construction field, the sizes of the bricks available, what are the different layers of the walls, what is the function of different layers, and how you can change the thickness of any wall, and how you can create a new wall material by duplicating from here. And in detail in upcoming videos I will be discussing how you can add new layers and how you can delete the new layers from here, and you can check the preview by clicking the preview one. Okay, and all those properties will be available here also, like length, area, volume of the wall, that volume you have created, length, area, and the volumes will be available here. Structure uses non-bearing, load bearing, non-load bearing, all those data also, properties also available here further. So if by mistake, one thing also, if by as you are, I'm creating this tutorial series for the new users, so this points also should be covered. For example, if by mistake you have deleted or you have closed this window, properties bar or the project browser, then you can turn all those windows again from the view. Then from the user interface you will find project browser, the project browser windows will get open again, then properties browser window is there. So all those windows you will find under the user interface in view tabs. So this is about the today video we have discussed. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.